Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching Loki episode 4, which is called the Nexus event.
That's a cool freaking title. Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I was like, is the Nexus event a thing?
I think it is.
Isn't like a Nexus like a phone company or something? Or am I thinking Lexus?
Which is a car
The
company.
car, yeah, might be.
No, I mean, I think a Nexus event means like a Nexus is like where a bunch of different things connect. So is that like one of the timeline fuck ups?
Maybe.
Is that a Nexus event?
Well, obviously the last episode left us after the last episode was basically, a fun buddy comedy between Loki and Sylvie, but
Right until it wasn't.
yeah, well, the whole mission was to try and what were they trying to get on the ship that was trying to escape the planet
Ark.
before it basically the apocalypse happened, because they didn't have their time device to be able to get themselves off the apocalypse that Loki stupidly put them on, and that's where it ended. And so I'm assuming they get out of this situation somehow.
Yeah.
Probably think it's Mobius, not Morpheus.
Mm.
Probably think it's Mobius that's maybe does something to help them, or
A
TVA.
couple of the clever people in our comment section pointed out a few kind of tonal shifts during the train ride that made certain people think that actually everything that happened after they got off the train may not have actually happened.
Loki messing with...
It was either Loki messing with Sylvie or Sylvie messing with Loki, leaning more towards Loki messing with Sylvie. Like when she sort of falls asleep, everything after she wakes up gets a little bit out there compared to everything prior to that point. So it's entirely possible he was just messing with her the whole time, trying to find out how she does what she does.
Or he was just drunk Loki, but...
Yeah, to be fair, he was rather full.
Or full, yeah.
A nice little touch there from the language department at Loki.
Which is... What language is it? It's...
Norwegian. Which is Asgardian.
Full is
Drunk.
Norwegian for drunk. And he was like... She's like, you're drunk. And he's like, I'm full. Which is essentially that. Yeah.
It's entirely possible that actually there is no disaster, the Ark was never destroyed, and they're still just sitting on a train, and then Mobius will come pick them up, or Renslayer maybe. So
it was quite
tricky.
but yeah, I think we quite like Sylvie as a character. Them two together, their sort of banter and interactions between each other
Very
was really
strong.
funny, but also they seem kind of attracted to each other, not necessarily in like a romantic way, but just...
I mean, Loki is the ultimate narcissist,
Yeah.
meeting another version of himself that is kind of so similar but at the same time so drastically different. It's like it has been through such a different experience. It's like, how can he not think that's just the coolest thing that's ever happened?
Yeah, well, they were kind of fascinated and enamoured with each other.
Fireworks.
Tiny fireworks. I want tiny fireworks. So much cooler than sparklers.
So much.
Pew.
Sparklers suck.
And just distract people all the time. Look, shiny. Do you have anything else then that you wanted to add to the episode? It's pretty much a summary of it, I think. We know, from what we've heard, this episode is rated really well, so super excited to get into it. Already in the second half of the season. So.
Yeah, we're technically in the back half. We're building towards the finale now, so
yeah.
I'm hoping the pace is going to pick up. We're going to get some crazy shit, and by that I mean King Loki, played by Richard E. Grant, who we've been waiting for since episode 1.
Well, old Loki, is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, if you like our reactions, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. The link to our Twitter is down below in the description, where we also hold regular polls on all the shows that we watch on our channel. And do let us know what you think of this episode down in the comments below. And apart from that, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Oh, it's that golden spire of Asgard I see.
But when?
Hey!
Hey, it's Judith!
I'm guessing that's Sylvie.
Judith is baby Sylvie, and they take her.
Of the timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
What?
Reset it.
That's a bit horrible.
She looks cool.
Yeah.
If anyone is a watcher of Walking Dead, then you'll know, and if anyone isn't, this kid can act. This is just an education into how bad the TVA are then.
Yeah.
And why she hates them.
Isn't that Renslayer? Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, it's her, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. She looks like she's feeling bad about that, but
Is she bad that she mistreated a child, or is she bad the child got away?
I'd like to think the first one. She seems like she'd be one of the good guys, but who knows?
I think we're about to find out.
Oh.
It's the Timekeepers! Not at all looking suspicious there. I'm pretty sure no good character has ever emerged from the shadows with glowing eyes.
They've got the big red lights around them as well, just to make them look extra creepy.
I need access to Mother C20.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Look, when we found her, she kept saying, it's real, over and over. She could have information.
She's dead. Yes.
What? How?
Does it matter?
The variant she enchanted C20.
So your people killed her.
Scrambled her mind.
So you killed her?
Is she fine?
At first, yes. But by the time she got in here, she could barely speak.
That
The
is a
big rebels
lie.
speak.
Yeah. I don't know if she is a good person or
No,
not.
she does. You don't want people to panic. Can I trust you to keep that between us?
It feels like if the Timekeepers are the baddies, which seems like they are, she's just high enough to be part of their plan. Which sucks.
But
'cause I
she
really
might
like
be
that
bad.
actress.
But she might be bad because she just believes all their propaganda shit.
True,
you know?
true.
Like a lot of the TVA.
She drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. She might not fully realise how terrible they are.
Yeah.
You know, she's doing bad things, but she thinks it's for the right reason.
Yeah. The greatest of evils are perpetuated by the thought of the greater good.
Is that her? She's a lot blonder than Baby Judith, but
I mean, she's an enchantress.
yeah. And it's just highlights, really.
More kind of frosted tips.
Ah, there we go.
The universe wants to break free, so it manifests chaos.
I want to break
Like
free.
you being born the goddess of mischief. And as soon as that created a big enough detour from the sacred timeline, the TVA showed up, erased my reality, took me prisoner. Everywhere and everywhere I went, caused a Nexus event.
Every when.
Until eventually I figured out where to hide. That's where I grew up, at the ends of 1,000 worlds.
That's a grim upbringing.
Yeah.
Now they're gone, leaping across time, plotting their next massacre.
Who have they massacred?
No
It
one.
was on C20.
Yeah.
I mean, has she massacred anyone?
No. Well, I suppose she did kill a bunch of the TVA.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
she
call that a
does.
massacre, but
Well, she hates them, doesn't she? So,
she's been given good reason.
yeah.
Do you think that what makes a Loki is the fact that we're destined to lose?
No, we may lose, sometimes painfully, but we don't die.
Apart from when you do.
You were just a child when the TVA took you, but you nearly took down the organisation that claims to govern the order of time. You had rings around them. You're amazing.
And then they kissed.
We've got something.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Temporal lock.
Lamentis. Are they going to port out just as the
Yeah.
explosion hits them? Oh, hell yes.
You ever seen a branch like that?
she's not going to like being rescued, taken by them. She's going to have to fight now to get them to realise she's not so bad.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me. Grow up. Grow up. You're not really the god of mischief.
I miss them
Here
two
it
together.
comes. Kind of an asshole and a bad friend. All right, it's ready. What is this? Mobius!
It's like getting a little bit redder than usual.
Yeah.
The TVA is lying to you.
Put him in.
They're sending back to
Asgard.
Pompeii.
So that's good.
Hey!
Ziff!
He should show up eventually.
Pathetic worm.
What?
Oh,
I hope you know you deserve to be alone, and you always will be.
A bad memory prison? How quaint.
oh. A bad ouchie prison.
You conniving.
It's just going to be a loop.
You did this.
It's not as much Groundhog Day as it is Groundhog Moment.
Ziff.
You deserve to be alone.
And I always will be.
Listen, you are a reconstruction of a past event created by the organisation that controls all of time. So you need to trust me. You need to help me escape. Yeah.
Knee to the crotch.
Yes. She's just holding on for a better aim.
So I thought maybe I'd interview the other variant.
Oh no. Stick with your Loki and figure out what that Nexus spec was.
I know, but I think I can get there faster if I work them both together.
They made her seem really like a nice person, but
Absolutely not. She's just too
don't know if she
dangerous.
is.
Too dangerous. Come on, Ron.
I wanted to because I really like that actress.
Yeah.
But
Nobody speaks with that variant.
Apart from her.
yeah.
Did Loki say anything while you were in
Yeah. So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
You conniving, craven, pathetic.
Sir, please, no more. I'm a horrible person. I crave attention. I'm a narcissist. It's because I'm scared of being alone.
Is that what he's got to do? Break the time loop so that she doesn't do the same thing?
Maybe.
It's like, are you just going to punch me and kick me in the nuts?
He probably.
You are alone, and you always will be.
That's enough of a kick in the nuts, really, wasn't it?
Just tell me what caused the Nexus event on Lamentus.
I'm not going to tell you, just so you can turn around immediately afterwards and prune me.
I guess we've reached a dead end then.
Okay, it's over.
We're gonna miss these little tete-a-tetes.
Me too. Of course it was me, pulling the strings all along. She came to me on Asgard a long time ago. And then she took me to one of her apocalypses. And that's where we hatched our plan together.
Which is?
Coming along very nicely, thank you. Something very, very big is going to happen. And when it does, I'll dispose of her.
Is he just trying to take the
Saving
blame?
the trouble there. She's already been pruned.
Oh.
So,
Is that hang on, wait, wow. What did you just say? What?
yeah, she's going to her time cell, broke free. Hunter B-15 stepped in, popped her. So you might want to fire off a thank you note to Hunter B-15 because it looks like you're the superior Loki.
Is he just fucking with him?
They're fucking with each other. It's,
Yeah.
Good riddance.
He's got tears in his eyes.
it does.
Look at your eyes. You like her. You like her. Does she like you?
Was she pruned?
I mean, no wonder you have no clue what caused the Nexus event on Lamentus. Both of you are just swooning over each other.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
The same being forming this kind of sick, twisted romantic relationship. That's pure chaos. That could break reality. It's breaking my reality right now. What a incredible seismic narcissist. You fell for yourself.
Is she alive?
Damn.
For now.
It's a genuine
And
relief
was
there.
infiltrating the TVA, was that always sort of the grand plan?
Our interests are aligned.
Overthrowing the timekeepers.
Maybe they need to be overthrown. If what Sylvie told me about this place is true, it infects all of us.
You've already told me about 50 lies in the past 10 minutes.
I'm not lying this
I'm
time.
supposed to
I'm
believe
not
your
lying. I'm
terrorist
telling you the truth.
girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
Whatever you want to call her. Your female self, you have some demented crush on.
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The timekeepers didn't create you, they kidnapped you from the timeline and erased your memories. Memories she can access through enchantment.
So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family.
Jet
That's
ski.
A
harsh.
life.
Yeah, you had a jet ski. Jet ski salesman or whatever.
Nice try.
Oh, come on. You can tell it hit him a little bit.
Good. You two, what a pair.
You know, all the liars in this place, you're the biggest.
Why? Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's
that's
Because you
yourself.
lie to yourself,
I
yeah.
mean, the lies you tell yourself.
Oh,
Is she having a struggle as well?
I think she is.
So she's interrogating Sylvie. Is she going to delete her?
I guess so.
Hello.
Well, she's going to try.
Ooh.
Come with me.
I think she's joined the good side. What is this music?
Mobius? You okay?
I think she's the one he trusts the most in that place, and
It's absolutely nothing to do with the fact he clearly fancies her.
I feel like they've had a thing, right? Before, or
Well, I mean, she's Kang's missus,
is she?
apparently.
If you could go anywhere, anytime, where would it be?
I can go anywhere, anytime.
Jet skis.
Why wouldn't you let me interrogate Sylvie?
I told you we couldn't risk her escaping again. Come on. Anywhere and anytime on the timeline. Where'd you go?
I like being
Why is she going to put him there?
you, doing the work.
Wipe his memory and dump him there. If she does that, then she's definitely a baddie.
Yeah.
When did you first notice what was going on with C20?
Mobius, what is going on with you?
Nothing.
We did it. I know. The timekeepers are happy.
Scared for him.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. It was just that she seemed fine when I saw her. I mean, a little freaked, but fine.
Well, she quickly wasn't fine.
Okay.
Okay. The variant scares the hell out of me, and I didn't want to see anything happen to you. C20 lost her mind. I just couldn't deal with that happening to you.
She's
So much bullshit.
Yeah, she's playing off his obvious crush.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, that's exactly what he wanted to hear.
I knew I was your favorite analyst. Is that so hard to admit? What are you going to do with that trophy?
Oh.
How's that going to go?
What's the trophy?
It looks like one of Loki's daggers. What was the...
It just swapped something over.
Swap their temp pads around. That's Sylvie's sword.
Oh.
Oh, they're back here again.
Yeah.
When you were in my head, I saw something. I showed you a life before the TVA. Your variants.
We're the same. Show me.
Not more of her memories. Can she do that with Mobius?
Probably, yeah. But I'm wondering if he would have to kind of
Aww.
let her. Oh, that's not good.
I look happy. What now?
She's on
She is.
Team Loki. Sylvie. Loki's...
The Loki Legion.
He's having some struggles.
I think he's nicked her temp pad. He's going to
Yeah.
check the previous locations and see what she's been up to.
You're not hearing me. This was a memory. I had a whole life on the sacred timeline. Calm down, I'm variant. So are you. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
Oh.
Ooh.
You don't need his zoom.
Yeah.
It's clear. Come
You
on.
know who that is.
You spent a lot of time staring at that profile.
I love that it's like a Game Boy. They're like thousands of years in the future and it's just a Game Boy.
Yeah, proof positive that Nintendo will never stop releasing the 3DS.
Yeah.
Do you care about this variant?
Sylvie, I'm not sure if care is the right word. I think we covered this back in.
Shut up! You really think you deserve to be alone?
Loki! You told me to shut up.
Do you really believe you deserve to be alone? I don't know. You better figure it out quick. Because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is, can bring this whole place down. So we better understand. Do you swear she didn't implant those memories in Hunter C20?
Mobius, no, I believe her.
So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis?
How about the word of a friend?
Okay, a little bit of Lord of the Rings on it there.
You're right about the TVA. And if you want to save her, you need to trust me. You can be whoever, whatever you want to be. Even someone good. I mean, just in case anyone ever told you different.
Aww.
Oddly wholesome.
Yeah. Oh no, they're gonna walk
And
into
there's
some
Renslayer.
real shit, yeah.
I think you have something of mine.
Yeah, I got all the way down there before I even realized I
Come on,
picked
dude.
up yours. What's going on?
Here's my friend Loki.
You know where to go if I could go anywhere.
But then Sylvie and the other one might turn up.
Wherever it is I'm really from. And wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. Maybe I had a jet ski. That's what I'd like to do.
I bet he did have a jet ski, don't kill him!
Prune him.
No! Fuck! Is he dead? Is that...
He's been pruned. He's been deleted from the sacred timeline. Okay, fuck this bitch.
No!
I don't like her anymore.
I swear if Mobius... That's so upsetting.
I mean, this is a time travel show, so they can always just go back and rescue him from before that
Yeah.
happens.
I hope so.
But
Or just find him in his original
yeah,
timeline, enjoying life on a jet ski. It'll just be the post-credits at the end of this season. It's just him like, woo!
I'm on a jet ski! Jet ski, bro!
But where's the other one?
Sorry, man, B-15 is this.
Put out an alert for Hunter B-15. She too has been compromised by the variant.
She's got a plan.
Oh, yes.
She's smart. She's put her somewhere where she can do some damage.
I've got them from here.
Oh, that's not good.
I swear. She just killed Mobius. Like, what a bitch.
Yeah. He was nice. Didn't even get a chance to say, wow.
That's him on the jet ski. Wow.
hell yeah.
Do you remember me?
I do.
Oh,
What do you want to say to me, Variant?
isn't she a variant too then?
What
Maybe
was
not.
my Nexus event?
What does it matter?
It was enough to take my life from me. Must have been important.
What does she do?
I don't remember.
What a bitch. Oh, this is the timekeeper.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Gracious timekeepers.
They are creepy looking.
Look like something from Mars Attacks. What? I couldn't hear through all that lip.
The only reason you brought us here, to kill us.
Motherfucker needs
I've
subtitles.
lost track of the number of times I've been killed, so go ahead.
Oh no, I don't think you believe that.
What?
I think you're scared. No, I'm not done with you.
No. Oh, here we go.
You could say they had a plan B.
Yay!
And she's got Sylvie's sword.
Yay! Timekeepers are so powerful. Can they not protect themselves? They just sit there.
Showdown.
I finished the job.
Oh, she was so happy with that. Fuck. Oh,
Don't get distracted,
no.
Loki. Wait. Loki, the god of getting shit done. Oh, get wrecked.
They're just laughing though.
Is he a robot? Yeah. The timekeepers aren't the big bad.
It's always wizards, aliens, or robots.
Mindless androids.
Fucking wizard robots. But who?
So the TVA created the timekeepers.
Or did someone create the timekeepers who created the TVA?
Then who created the TVA?
It's gonna be another fucking Loki.
I thought this was it.
Unless like people high up at the TVA created the timekeepers to be the false god.
Unless fucking King Loki's gonna just rock up.
I have to tell you something.
I love you. Or he created him.
We will figure this out. Back on the Mentis. This is new for me.
What is it?
And then they kiss.
No, no, no.
What? Oh, this bitch again! Stop killing all my favourite people. Yeah, come on.
She needs answers.
Oh yeah. Then do it. I hope you fucking end there.
Of course it's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
end
gonna
there.
kill you.
It's obvious it was gonna end there.
I'm still gonna kill a bitch. There's a mid-credit scene. Jeez, I can see why that episode was rated so high. Oh, our way.
Rolls over and Mobius is just there.
Yeah.
Is it hell? Am I dead?
If he ends up in their version of heaven.
I recognise that voice.
But you will be unless you come with us.
Okay, what? What the hell? So,
Can we just take a moment to say, episode 1, a full 3 episodes ago, fucking called it. Richard E. Grant, King Loki, get it.
well, I mean, I said old Loki, but I guess it's
no
the same
difference.
thing.
Yeah.
But, like, that was too quick. I didn't even really get to... Who were they?
They were the Legion of Loki. I mean, on the right, that was clearly King Loki. I'm guessing the one on the front was meant to be Kid Loki. No idea who the third guy was. And we'll have to wait for next week for that. I'm sure...
He had like a mini Mjolnir, so it's like... I don't know, he was like... I thought maybe he was like a version of Thor, but...
When there's a Loki, there's often
But then I
Thor,
guess Loki's always wanted to be able to wield the hammer anyway, so maybe it's like... worthy Loki, where he does get to wield the hammer.
I think there was a worthy Loki, but I can't remember if that was at the point when the worthiness enchantment was going a bit mental and everyone could hold the hammer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Whoever it was, that was a absolutely killer end credit scene.
Yeah.
So glad we fucking called it.
So yeah, I feel a bit more confident that, like, not just from the end credit scene, but I feel a bit more confident that Mobius will be okay, considering that Loki died, well, in the same way, and it's his show, so he's obviously coming back because we just saw him in the end credits. So if he's somewhere else or able to sort of be returned, I would think that Mobius would also be able to. The shock on my face when I was like, what? Whoa, no! Oh, this show is already... just for me, miles ahead of the other two Marvel releases, like for, you know, the shows anyway. Yeah. In fact, it's kind of miles ahead of like most of the films, to be honest. I
don't think it's on par with the better Marvel Netflix seasons. This is up there for me with like Daredevil and Punisher, which are some of the best TV Marvel have ever put out.
I think it's better. Like, okay, so I've been vocal a lot about a lot of the movies are the same movie. They're the same movie. Like, they're fun to watch, they're good, but they're the same movie. It's, you know, struggle with the superhero. Oh, this thing happens. Blah blah blah. They win. Blah. It's the same movie. Like over and over again. The only thing you can sort of compare this to, in my opinion, is something like Infinity War, where, you know, spoiler alert, everyone gets disintegrated at the end, and even that I still thought was kind of predictable because it was only going to go one of two ways, and there was a second film coming out, so I kind of thought, you know,
I mean, like, you can't have Infinity War and not have the snap. We all knew that's where it was going to end up.
Well, yeah, I mean, you probably, you know, I'm not as like well versed in the comics and stuff, but even that I kind of knew. Whereas, I think this is the first thing for me, like in the Marvel world, that's really kind of had me on edge and like super invested, because I love watching all the movies. Don't at me, like I do. Love all the films, but I do think they're all pretty predictable. Like, they're going to end up in the same way, and they can only fit so much in 2 to 3 hours, so it's pretty much the same formula with some jokes, lots of fights. There we go.
Phase 2 was the most versatile. Phase 3 did get very kind of formulaic, which is, I'm hoping that Phase 4 will mix it up again. Because when they see how strong the reaction has been to these TV shows, and that people are actually willing to accept things that are a little bit different to the standard hero's journey we got through most of Phase 3, I'm hoping they kind of change their ways.
Yeah, I like how unpredictable this show is. That's one of the main things I like, which is
we have called quite a lot of it.
Well, kind of, but you know, this episode I think we kind of went in not really expecting a lot of the stuff that happened. Like, we knew that the timekeepers were bad. I mean, we did a poll where we were like, oh, the timekeepers are bad, but we don't think that the TVA are bad, which largely they're not. They are suffering from the propaganda and stuff of the timekeepers, or so we thought was the timekeepers, but the timekeepers are just robots. So who's controlling the timekeepers? And it seemed like when Sylvie asked her, and she was like, "You're going to tell me everything." Seems like she knows everything. So, what?
I'm wondering if this is going to be an intro for Kang. I mean, we know Kang is coming in Quantumania, which is the third Ant-Man film. We know, like, in the comics, he was married to Renslayer. People suspected he was going to be one of the timekeepers, but now the timekeepers have all turned out to be Doombots.
you'd think if they were robots, she'd be able to understand what they were saying better.
Yeah, someone
Didn't catch a word of any of that. We're gonna have to go back and listen to what they were saying. The main one in the middle, I could understand him, and the other two were like, flip, 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 blah, blah, blah. We were like, yeah, what? So
moustache, wobbly
just had this
robot
big
voice.
lip,
No.
didn't understand a word he was saying. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that episode was full of twists and turns, and I kind of, watching the first half of it, didn't really think that it would be, and then it just like hit you with a load of stuff towards the end. I think losing Mobius was probably initially the biggest shock for me, because it was just so quick. It's like, yep, you're dead. No.
Two things, all circling around the same scene. One, I really hope that's not all we see of young Sylvie, because Judith's awesome.
Yeah.
And two, headcanon 100% accepted. She said that she spent her whole life growing up living through various apocalypses and end of the world scenarios.
Apocalypse-eyes.
Apocalypse, whatever. But it is now 100% a thing. We know that there was a young Sylvie who looks a lot like Judith. We know there's old Sylvie who's a dab hand with a sword, and we know she grew up living through various apocalypses. Judith is a Sylvie variant who spent her time living through the zombie apocalypse to learn how to sword fight from Michonne. That's why she's so good. Headcanon accepted.
But is it an apocalypse where it's just about to end because you might have spoiled the final season of Walking Dead for everyone? Everyone just dies.
I haven't seen the ending, so I have no idea.
Everyone might die.
I never read the comics, so I have no idea how it ends.
Oh, The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Well, I intentionally didn't get that far because I don't want to ruin it for how it ends. Pretty sure, but I kind of know how it ends, and it's not like that. But for anyone who doesn't watch The Walking Dead, you're probably really confused about what we said. But
at least we're not talking about food this time.
Oh, I've forgotten her name. Kate.
Judith.
Yeah.
No, that's her name.
No, but the actress's name. So, yeah.
Great actress.
The actress that plays young Sylvie in this episode is also the actress that plays Judith in The Walking Dead. And she's an incredible actress. She's one of the best actors on that show. And she's a little tiny kid. There's been some good kid actors in a lot of shows recently, to be fair. So they're showing the adults how it's done.
I really hope that wasn't all we see of her, because a bit of a way. Although she was probably filming,
I wonder if
they couldn't borrow her for long.
I wonder if they get to... So, a couple of things. Like, for Sylvie, I want her to find out what her Nexus event was and why they did that to her in the first place, because it was such a cutting, I don't remember. Like, you're not even important enough.
Well, I think it gave me real... I'm sure everyone's seen the Street Fighter movie. It gave me real flashbacks to one of the greatest scenes in cinema ever, where Chun-Li, played brilliantly by Ming-Na Wen, goes on this epic tirade about how Bison's this horrible dickhead, and he stormed the village where her father lived, and her father and the farmers held his army off with pitchforks, and then he ran away with his tail in his legs and shot her dad as he was running. And he's like, "The day Bison graced your village has gone down in your history, but to me, it was Tuesday." That scene gave me real cinema. I was you've just said it was the formative moment. It was just another day at the office for me. Sorry, it didn't really register. I don't actually remember. You are not that
shit
important.
About the fact that it's ruined her entire life and stuff.
More than my job's worth.
Well, I wanted to find out what that is, but maybe a happy ending for her is returning her back to when she is a young Judith and a young Sylvie, but she gets to actually grow up and live her life. Yeah. Because they must be able to do that and sort of return people to their past places, because that would be the happy ending for pretty much all of the variants who are in the TVA, who now have to struggle with the fact that their whole lives also were stolen from them. And I think that Renslayer needs to be burnt at the stake, to be quite frank. Wow. And I was convinced up until this episode that she was definitely going to be one of the good guys. She was going to be one of the people that once they started figuring stuff out, her and Mobius were going to be the two that kind of worked together to kind of get this stuff.
Yeah, it became the new heads of the nice TVA. But nope, she's the last head of the evil TVA.
I'd be really, really excited to know as well if, the guy who Loki threatened in the first place...
Oh, Casey.
Yeah, I'd love it if his past life was he was a fisherman or something.
Yes,
Because he doesn't,
absolutely.
Because he doesn't know what a fish is.
That would be
It
awesome.
would be amazing if he, yeah. Or he's just fishing on the back of Mobius's jet ski. So I've already made myself a little like spin-off comic there. So
I would watch that.
oh yeah, that was a really good episode.
Yeah.
Excited
Really
for the
strong.
last 2 of this season.
yeah.
I think this show's great. Yeah,
Mm.
really, really won over with this show. Sad that we've only got 2 more episodes, but so far I think it's smashing it.
Yeah.
Really good.
Like, I mean, we know WandaVision is leading directly into Doctor Strange. We know Falcon and the Winter Soldier is leading directly into Cap 4. I kind of hope we get some... I mean, I suppose they could... It's kind of... If they introduces Kang, it's leading into Quantumania, so maybe we'll get to see more Loki and Sylvie in Quantumania. But I don't want there to be 2 episodes left and then we're done with these characters, because I'm really enjoying all of them and want
But I
to
would
see
be happy
lots
with
more.
that kind of, as like I said, as a happy ending for them. But I don't know where that puts Loki, unless he gets to somehow be returned to like the sacred timeline. But maybe at a point where he can use his current stuff to change some of his past events. You
Not
know,
get choked out by Thanos.
not have his mum killed, stuff like that. I think would actually be more important to him.
That would probably cause a pretty major variance.
Yeah, I know. I'm just living in a happy world here. But
Then
yeah.
again, I mean, there isn't an Asgardian that hasn't died at least twice. There's always a way we could bring Freya back. She's pretty awesome. She's
Well, Loki's die all the time, right? So
who died this episode.
I did enjoy his loop as well. He was constantly getting kicked in the nuts. That's quite funny.
And good to see Jamie Alexander. I've been watching Blind Spot at the moment, which is
She
a
was
show
in it for
she
a lot,
left.
but she was in mostly the same scenes. So.
But yeah, it's kind of weird watching her in Blind Spot where she's quite kind of mean, and then seeing her in this where she's also mean, but in a fancier way. It's quite funny.
Sorry. My cat was just stretching out his toes. He was like, look at my toes.
Toe beans.
Do you have anything else to add for this? I
Nope.
really
I think
can't
we've
wait
got
for
everything.
next week now.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately
Yeah, sorry about that.
delayed in. So there will be a delay with next week's episode. Blame him, he's busy.
My bad, sorry.
So that will be coming out probably early in the following week, maybe Tuesday, we think. And then we should be back on track for the finale. So
Yes, we will.
apologies for that.
We will move heaven and hell with one L to make sure the finale is out at the right time.
So guys, if you liked our reaction, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. The link to our Twitter is down below in the description, where we upload regular polls as well on Loki and lots of other shows that we do. Do also suggest to us any other shows you'd like to see us react to, and let us know what you thought of this episode down in the comments. And apart from that, we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.